You walk into a room to say hi to someone new. Your brain freezes for half a second. The words come out wrong. You laugh a little too late, and for the rest of the day, you replay that exact moment in your head. If that sounds like you, you're not broken, and you're definitely not the only one. For a long time, I thought confidence was something you're either born with or you fake. Then I found out what's actually happening inside your brain when you feel anxious around people, and it changed everything for me. Your confidence doesn't drop because something is wrong with you. It drops because your brain runs a few specific tricks on you, again and again. Once you see them, they lose most of their power. Number 1, you think people notice you way more than they actually do. In an experiment at Cornell, students walked into a room wearing an embarrassing t-shirt. Before walking in, they guessed how many people would remember it. They guessed about half the room. In reality, only 1 in 4 even noticed. This is the spotlight effect. You feel like you're standing under a giant spotlight, but everyone else is too busy worrying about themselves to even look that closely. Number 2. After a conversation ends, you think it went worse than it did. Researchers had total strangers talk, then asked both sides the same question. How much do you think the other person liked you? Almost everyone guessed too low. People walked away from genuinely good conversations, convinced they seemed awkward, when the other person actually liked them. This is the liking gap, and it shows up even between people who've known each other for years. Your brain is just a harsher judge of you than anyone else in the room. Number 3, your brain treats getting left out like a real injury. A researcher at UCLA scanned people's brains during a simple ball game. At one point, the other players stopped passing them the ball. The same part of the brain that lights up when you will physically hurt yourself lit up the second they got excluded. To your brain, being left out isn't just annoying, it's pain. That's why one flack joke or one ignored text can stick with you all day. You're not overreacting. Your brain is just doing what it's built to do. Number 4, you replay the conversation long after it's over. Psychologists call this post-event processing. Instead of letting the moment go, you rewind it again and again. Did that sound weird? Why did I say that? But rewinding it doesn't make you better at talking to people. It just teaches your brain that normal moments are proof you messed up, which makes the next conversation feel even scarier. Number 5, you avoid the exact thing that would fix this. Every time you skip something because it makes you nervous, your brain counts it as a win. Skip the party? You survived. Stayed quiet in the meeting? You survived. The anxiety drops for a second, so your brain decides avoiding things works. But avoiding things doesn't remove the fear. It just keeps it alive. The only thing proven to shrink social anxiety is doing the uncomfortable thing anyway, a little at a time, until your brain finally updates the prediction. So here's the real picture. Your confidence isn't disappearing because people secretly dislike you or because you're wired the wrong way. It's disappearing because a handful of well-documented patterns run quietly in the background for almost everyone, not just you. The spotlight effect makes you feel watched when nobody's really looking. The liking gap makes you feel disliked when people actually liked you. Your brain treats a cold reply like a wound, and it replays moments nobody else even remembers. None of that is a flaw in your personality. It's an old survival system, built for a time when getting kicked out of the group could get you killed. It's just still running on old software, even though one awkward conversation isn't a threat to your life anymore. You don't fix this by waiting until you feel confident. You fix it by knowing exactly what your brain is doing to you and doing the thing anyway.